this kind of music. So yeah, I'm gonna do this one. It's called No More, and this one is just a lead singer, and everyone else is just staying in rhythm to it. Though I'm sure they could just kind of hum along, or they could do whatever. But so my hand coming down is kind of, that's the work activity. That's the hoe or the chop or whatever's supposed to be happening at that time. So here we go. No more, my Lord. No more, my Lord. No, I'm never going back. No more, my Lord. I have found in Him a resting place, and I ain't going back no more. Oh Lord. So just something like that, where you get them into kind of a rhythm. I hope you guys are hoeing cotton with me at the same time. Now, some other songs they sang, just are real simple, and some became popularized ultimately by individuals and recordings that were made. And one of the very famous, kind of just known of these work songs is called "Jump Down, Spin Around, Pick a Bale of Cotton." And I always wonder exactly how it was done. I'm doing it with the guitar here, of course, and I have a feeling it was sung relatively slowly, because they're just kind of, they don't really want to be doing a lot of jumping and turning around, but just to create a rhythm and just to, everyone sing together. So here we go. And it's only one chord, doesn't change. I'm going to play with 2 strings. Jump down, spin around, pick a bale of cotton. Jump down, spin around, pick a bale of day. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of day. Me and my wife, we pick a bale of cotton. Me and my wife, we pick a bale of day. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of day. Towards the end of the day, if they're doing it, I'm gonna slow down. All my life I pick a bale of cotton. All my life I pick a bale of day. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh Lordy, pick a bale of day. This is a song about just bringing water to the person. Bring a little water, Sylvie. Bring a little water now. Bring a little water, Sylvie. Every little once in a while. Now sometimes they did a little call and response. So someone's asking for water. Bring a little water, and someone says, can't you see me coming? Bring a little water, coming right now. Bring a little water, can't you see me coming? Every little once in a while. Every little once in a while. Here's another one that's kind of famous. This apparently comes from the Chesapeake, and would be taken over by folk singers, and I think even churches. I think I heard this in church. It's called "My Could Row Your Boat Ashore." I'm going to do this with G. My could row your boat ashore, hallelujah. My could row your boat ashore, hallelujah. Let's capo up just a little bit, see if I can do that a little better. Sister, help us trim the sails, hallelujah. Sister, help us trim the sails, hallelujah. My could row your boat ashore, hallelujah. My could row your boat ashore, hallelujah. I didn't get the last string. string under that one, unfortunately, but hey, not a professional guitarist or singer. Anyway, so these are songs that had to, basically are based upon work, and there's lots of the work songs that just kind of help you to get through the day. I'm sure you guys know that there were a lot of songs that were spiritually in focus, so the spiritual music associated with their understanding, of course, of Christianity, their faith, and with issues that were components of their religion that were important to them. So this is a very famous one that I learned actually, I think, in Sunday school, if I'm not mistaken, and it's called "Go Down, Moses." And as you can imagine, of course, the whole Moses story was just great from the point of view of the slaves. The Hebrews are the Pharaohs, the bad people, of course. Excuse me, the Egyptians, the Pharaoh, the bad people, and the Hebrews are the good people, of course. They're the slaves, and they're gonna they get liberated by Moses. And of course, the slaves saw themselves identifying with the ancient Israelites, and of course, they saw the white people identifying with the Pharaohs. But here we go with at least the one verse of "Go Down, Moses." When Israel was in Egypt land, let my people go. Oh, pressed so hard they could not stand. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down to Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Fingers just getting a little bit tired there on these steel strings. Here's another one called "Wade in the Water." I heard this one for the first time when I was in junior high school, and a black choir came and they sang for us. I swear, when I heard this song, I thought, holy smoke, is that an amazing song? But it's "Wade in the Water," and it has to do, of course, with kind of, it's got connections to the Moses and the Israelites running away, going through the Red Sea. That's part of it. It's got to have to do with the water being the font of baptism. It's got to do with the fact that West African religious traditions sees sacred meaning and power in the water. A whole bunch of things are part of this, okay? But anyway, this was a song the slaves were singing. It's called "Wade in the Water." Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God gonna trouble the water. Look at those people dressed in white. Wade in the water. Must be the children of the Israelites. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God gonna trouble the water. God gonna trouble the water. God gonna trouble the water. Now, another religious song I want to sing to you guys, and this is kind of, the notion of religious emancipation, at least, of course, that when they died, they'd get to go to heaven. So one of the songs that they sang was called "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." Let me take a little sip of water. And it's kind of a famous one. I'm going D. I'm going to kick it up again on this one. I think it's a little better for me. Get them all this time. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Another set of songs that they would sing, lots of spiritual songs, lots of religious songs, of course, were songs that we could argue like are message songs, where they're trying to communicate to each other without the masters knowing what they were saying. So they could sing this to each other, and there could be within the song itself kind of a secret message that they were trying to communicate in one way or the other. Okay. So this one's called "Oh Mary, Don't You Weep," and of course, again, it kind of goes on with the notion of the Pharaoh's army get drowned. So that's the good news, of course. The slave owners, they're going to get drowned, and "Oh Mary, Don't You Weep." But the song also has this little kind of message component to it. I'll sing it to you, and hopefully you'll be able to hear that part of it. Well, if I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. One of these nights about 12 o'clock, this whole world's gonna reel and rock. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. So you could do whatever, one of these nights about 12 o'clock, this whole world, maybe that means they're going to run away or something like that. I mean, one of these days in the middle of the night, people are going to rise and make things right. Things like that, where they would kind of convey messages, which I assume they assumed that white people weren't even paying attention to, but were, suggestions of their intention, their ultimate intention. Okay, the last song I want to sing to you guys is what we call a song of lamentation. This is a song that simply is an indication of the sadness of the individuals, of course, that they lived a difficult existence, and sometimes when you're sad, you just want to be sad. You want to express that sadness. When I had Guillain-Barré, I was hospitalized for 8 days, I think, doing this thing called plasmapheresis in isolation, and I have to tell you, a tremendous amount of pain. I had a really hard time sleeping. They give me a pill to let me sleep for about an hour and a half or something like that, but it was just what I did at that moment was I would sing some of these slave songs. I wonder what the nurses would have thought about that if they heard me very much. I'm just quietly doing it to myself, but trying to get myself to some really, it's that time when the pain is such that you live in kind of minute to minute, trying to look at the clock and you're going, oh no, only 5 minutes have passed, and you're really struggling. And I just found it, at least helpful for me to sing a song like this one. So this is called "Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child," and whenever I think about it, I think of, a slave woman. Sorry, I'm not going to present that to you very well. And it's late at night, and she's worked all day for the massa, and now she's had to, of course, take care of the family, and they're all going to bed, but she's got to do the final cleanup, and just kind of feeling just the general weight of her entire situation, the sadness of it, and deciding that this is the song she wants to sing at that moment. So here we go. Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child. Yeah, shoot. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. Sometimes I feel like I ain't got a friend. Sometimes I feel like I ain't got a friend. Sometimes I feel like I ain't got a friend. A long way from home. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying inside. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying inside. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying inside. that a change is going to come. The North and the South are increasingly at odds with each other, of course, and the Civil War will come, and although it will, of course, not necessarily result immediately in the emancipation of the slaves, when it's over, they will be free. And the sad part is, of course, they're just going to face a whole new set of really powerful challenges, as they head forward in American history. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.